So, you guys really wanted me to do a story time about my first fight. So, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. And this is not to encourage y'all to fight because fighting is so unnecessary. If I forget a few things, my bad. So, this was in 8th grade. Yeah, last year, like in December. This isn't really my first fight, but this is the one I remember like somewhat clearly. Oh, don't forget to watch until the end to see the video because no one recorded. Anyways, I'm not gonna say no names. It was me and my group of friends. I had 2 friends, right? And there was these 2 other girls. And like me and one of the girls from the group, from the 2 people or whatever, we didn't really get along over a boy. It wasn't because I wanted to go out with him or nothing. Nah. It was because the boy was her boyfriend, and her boyfriend started texting me saying that I'm hella pretty, blah blah, basically cheating on her with me. But I never really did anything. It was just him. It's childish as fuck. Let's call this girl Vanessa. Me and Vanessa were already beefing. Me and my group of friends were like, where's this gonna go? Like, is she gonna do something or is she not? Like, we were just testing her, you know? We ended up writing something on one of the desks saying, Vanessa, you're gonna get your ass beat, blah blah, but like in a weird handwriting. So she wouldn't tell it was us. It was kind of dumb because who else would write that? So we ended up like going to our next class. Mind you, we wrote it on my desk, or the desk that I sit at. So we wrote it in like the dry erase markers because we had like those weird, not laminated, but they were like plastic desks so you could like wipe off the marker. Vanessa and her little friend or whatever noticed that we wrote it because the boy we fought over sat there.
And
they came to our, I think I was in science and they were in math, and that middle school is so bad, I swear. Like, none of the kids listened. Or maybe it was just us because we were like badass kids. They came out their math class and then they walked into our, oh my god. They came into our class and me and my 3 friends were sitting in the back like against the wall. And since the desk only had one like exit, I guess, like you could only come out through one side, all 3 of the desks were like, so these 2 couldn't get out but this one could. So I was in the middle, so I didn't have no thing to get out. So they came into our class and they confronted me. They were like, did you write that shit on the desk? And I remember laughing my ass off, dude. Like, I couldn't take them seriously. And if you know me, I can't take anything seriously. I always end up laughing, especially for the smallest things. Like, it's just terrible. So they were like, it's obviously you because you're the one that's laughing right now. And I looked at both of my friends and they looked back at me like they're trying to give them a hint that it was me, but it really wasn't. So the principal comes into the classroom and he's like, can y'all get out the classroom? Mind you, me and the principal were hella chill because, like I said, I was like one of those bad kids. And I would get called to the office every day for no reason. I did have a reason, but you know, they walked out the class, right? And they started taunting me through the door. They were like, pussy ass bitch, blah blah, you ain't gonna do shit, this, that, la la la. And they were calling me scary because I didn't want to fight them. So the principal comes up to me and he's like, you better not get into a fight. And I laughed in his face too. I was like, I'm not gonna get in a fight unless I have to. Of course, boys are going to be boys and they're going to be instigating it. They were saying, ooh, this person's saying this, ooh, this person's saying that, this person's saying this, blah, 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 just on and on and on and on and on. In my head, I was just getting frustrated with the whole thing. I was like, do I give them what they want or should I just save it until later? The principal had left the classroom, right? Literally 5 seconds after, I remember I got up from my desk and I was like, fuck it. I pushed my desk aside and everything. And I was like, fuck it. And I like had my hoodie up and everything. I don't know. I like had my full on hoodie on or whatever. I remember pushing the fuck out of the door. And I was like, bitch, so why are you pressing me through the fucking door? And I pushed her. I pushed Vanessa. She like pushed me back and I said, and it hit her right here. She like, while she goes down from me punching her, she grabs a hold onto me, right? So I'm like, not in a chokehold, but she like has me right here and she's like ready to hit me again. And since the principal had just walked out my classroom, he full on ran to come get me, dude. And let me just show y'all.
Who is this?
And as the principal came to go get me, he like, it didn't look like he ran, he took the air out of me, bro. Like, I remember when he, like, if you would get tackled by a fucking football player, it's over. And that's how he grabbed me. He said, right? So I was in his arms like this. And before he had grabbed me into his arms or whatever, I remember I grabbed her like by her hoodie because she was grabbing me by my hair. So I grabbed her by her hoodie and I remember the last hit I like gave her was like right here. It like hit her face. So he took me off. And as he took me off, he was trying to walk me towards the end of the other side of the hallway. While he was doing that, Vanessa tries to hit me again while I'm like hold on to, and since the air was taken out of me, I couldn't fucking breathe, so it looked like I fucking passed out in his arms like a dumbass. The fucking principal hella smacked her against the wall because he had me like this, right? And she was trying to hit me from over here. So he like let go of me with one of his arms and he said to the other, oh shoot, to Vanessa, the principal had returned me to both of my friends, right? He was all like, should she get her round 2 or should I just let her go? Man, I fucks with him for that, but he didn't let me get my round 2. I got sent to the office. And since like everyone knew me as a fighter there, I don't know why, I really didn't fight that much, but I was just known as a fighter. So they like, they were like, I'm gonna go call your parents, I was like, okay, like my mom doesn't care. And so they were like, we seen you on the cameras and what you did. And I was like, I did my shit, hella hyped, you know? Vanessa comes down and I hear her trying to call her cousins on me. And I was like, that's childish. But I understand, like, family will be family, you know? The principal was like sitting there with me. And he was like, he had that disappointed face. He was like, why'd you get in a fight after you told me you weren't gonna get in a fight? I can't really tell y'all what happened, like what he told me, but just the rap of it, he was saying that I did my shit and that I hit her hella hard, blah, blah, blah. I remember my knuckles hurting hella bad though. Like I thought I punched the wall. And so he called my mom, right? He put her on speaker and she was like, and he was all like, so your daughter got in a fight and we need you to pick her up from school because she's gonna get suspended for 3 days. So I had like a 5-day weekend because it was on a Wednesday or Thursday. My mom was all like, who won, right? Because my mom, I don't know, she's like, I love my mom, And she's so ghetto. Like, when it comes to a fight, she's like, you gotta beat their ass, this, that, la, la, la. Like, she's my straight best friend. Other than Eric. Anyways, we cannot talk about him. The principal was all like, I can't really speak about that, but when you get to school, I will talk to you about it. And I was like, I already know what he was gonna say. He's gonna say that I beat the fuck out of her. I remember, like, I walked out, like, the principal's, because there was 2 rooms in the office. It was the office itself, the community room where they have, like, their little meetings or whatever, all the staff and shit, and then the actual principal's office. So I was like just trying to see what everyone was doing, you know, and my homies or whatever came through in the office. They were like, you did your shit, bruh. I fuck with my gang over there. They were like, bruh, you left a bruise on her face, this, that. I was like, and then I showed them, or I was like, for real? And they were like, yeah, bruh, blah, blah. And since it happened like 2 classes before lunch, I think. Yeah, 2 classes before lunch. I had in-school suspension. No, I had 3 classes left of school though. So I had in-school suspension and I just had to stay there in the principal's office for that long. My mom came and and I couldn't leave the school until my mom came. She came to school and she was like, so who won, right? And my principal was all like, you already know your daughter won, but I didn't want to say it through the phone because then she would think that it's okay to fight. And then my mom hugged me. She was like, you did your shit, mija, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I know, like. She was like, bruh, you left a bruise on her face. She was like asking if my mom was tripping. I was like, hell no. Matter of fact, she was the one hyping me up for beating her ass. She was like, oh my God, must be nice. I wish I had your mom. Like, my mom is the type of mom every kid would want because she's so chill and everything. So yeah, so that's all that ended up happening. Oh my God. And I remember the first day back to school from suspension, I got in trouble that same day. And one of the staff members started yelling the fuck out of me. She was like, you think that you look cool or whatever with your hoodie on? You look like a fucking clown. She said that to my face. And I was like, your point? And I got sent right into the office again.
You trick ass bitch.
I was like, I don't even know. I really don't. That was it for my first fight, you know. And like, y'all should really comment more ideas because I don't know what the fuck to film. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe. But yeah, hope you have a good day. Bye.
Oh! 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 Who is this?
Stop!